Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Wind Waker HD. My name is Bill, and we are in the Tower of Gods. And this dungeon is a little bit irritating, to be honest. There's a lot of waiting around in this first section for the water to rise and lower as needed to solve puzzles and advance. So just a heads up, anytime the water gets in my way, please go on there, stupid statue. Yeah, like if I miss a water cycle and it results in us having to wait around for like 12 seconds for it to go up or down, I'm just gonna cut that out. Just for speed purposes and all that. But the second half of the dungeon isn't so bad. However, things like that, these like little unnecessary cutscenes that just show you what happened, there's a lot of that in the second half as well. So it's a little slow moving, and it's probably one of those things that makes these older 3D Zelda games a little bit harder to come back to, I think, after Breath of the Wild. But luckily here the camera adjusts, so if you hold forward you can make it across before the rainbow bridge goes away. So yeah, this whole first section we're carrying these glowing, I don't know, monuments? Whatever the heck these things are? Switch pieces? Yeah, every little monument has its own pedestal. So now, obviously, we go over there. Hopefully, we can get there fast. You can't actually open your sail in here because there's no wind. Aesthetically, it's pretty cool, though, because we've got to keep in mind we're inside of a giant tower in the middle of the ocean. But it's also easy to forget that because it's just a dungeon, right? You're inside. Man, I'm having horrible luck with placing these statues. I can't say Breath of the Wild did that better though either, because the Switch analog sticks can be weird at times, especially if it's just a slight input you're trying to do, which is exactly what I was just trying to do with those statues. This room sucks. So, you can see we gotta wait for this water to go down. I'll leave this one in, I guess, just to explain it, but we gotta build a path across here, so this block I'm standing on, I'm gonna have to push, and it's very easy to push it not enough or one too many, and I honestly forget. I think it's like 1, 2, possibly 3, and then in the middle. No, wait, I think, yeah, it needs to go back 1. I don't think I'm gonna have time. Okay, we're good. Go. That was probably at least like 30 seconds of unnecessary nonsense, so all that's getting cut out for your sake. You're welcome. No, just kidding. Sometimes I feel like my commentary could easily take back that you're welcome. Ah, come on. Yeah, these things are a pain too. Just go, Link. Alright, we're halfway done with this first section of dealing with the water, but we still got one more area to go. It's always best to move fast. That's a common rule in a lot of games, actually. So if we come over here and bust out our cannon and blow up the wall, hopefully we're quick enough. Cancel it, go. Link always jumps out of that same side of the boat. Alright, good, we made it. Cause yeah, like if I was like just a couple seconds more slower rather. Get away. We probably wouldn't have made it. Ah, crap, man. No, Link, go. That probably messed up the cycle for this room. If you land as soon as the water drops, you can kill all these enemies in one shot before the water comes back up. I don't think we're gonna make it though. Nope. There we go. And that creates this little rainbow staircase, but unfortunately we have to wait on the water again. Alright, there's some more stuff we could do on this side as well. The switch for this thing is right over here, and that advances us to the second part of this dungeon. Behind me is the compass, and you can also light these torches down by the small key door that we went to get that monument in. And it'll make a treasure chest spawn that has a joy pendant. but that's kind of unnecessary. Oh, waiting on the water is so stupid. I feel like I'm gonna miss this too. It is possible to make it in one go, but I swam a little bit too far away from the boat. Ah! Alright, let's just go. The worst of it's over. Well, the worst of the dungeon anyway. I don't know about my playing skills. Alright, finally got some good statue luck there. I feel like every Zelda game has a slightly different physics when it comes to throwing things. In this game, it feels like everything is heavy. Like it falls super fast and not too far away from Link. And apparently I'm not used to that yet. But after this dungeon, the game really opens up. We get one of the coolest things that I remember when I first saw it back in 2003. It blew my mind. I was just so happy to see it, being a fan of the Zelda series up to that point. In this room, if we just go, you can make it onto this platform without having to wait, and that is every gamer's favorite thing, because waiting sucks. That's why, like, if you ever play the classic Sonic the Hedgehog games, you just move as fast as you can and stick to the top path, and you're almost guaranteed to fly through the level. In Mario games, the faster you move, the easier the levels are as well. It's all about, like, making the platform cycles and things. And for some reason, I don't know, it's just easier to be going fast. Like, the second you stop and start analyzing things, it feels like everything starts to go wrong at that point. And I feel like that kind of holds true to most games, not just platformers like that. That jump's a little bit scary. I think like the first couple times I ever came back to playing this game after a while. I don't even know what that leads to, probably a treasure chart, but yeah, I tried to throw the statue over the gap and he just falls in the hole. And it doesn't look like you would think Link's carrying this giant statue. There's no way he's going to be able to jump over a gap, right? But no, it's a cartoon game. You can do it, I guess. But yeah, this little cutscene, there's 2 more statues we got to grab, and each of them have a little cutscene like this. So again, it's kind of a little bit slow and arduous. Again, to just go back to what I've said in a few of the other videos. It's a good example of this game not really having the best temples. Well, we got a new song. The command melody. It's only our 2nd song, too. Yeah, we gotta use this to control the remaining statues. That first guy was just a little test. This command melody, I think it adds to this temple not being that fun. And Twilight Princess did the same thing, but they created an item rather than a song, which is a little bit more streamlined. At least it's faster to go back to playing games fast. Whoops, come on. There we go. Come on! I haven't said anything about that yet. Yeah, this is like the only game I'm aware that Link talks. And I love his voice clips too. Just Toon Link in general in this game. Just an awesome voice. But if we stand on this switch and play our new melody, it's gonna play twice. On the GameCube version, it would do this every single time that you conducted the command melody thing. But now, since we're playing HD version, as long as I don't save and then reload the file anytime soon, from here on out, whenever I play that song, it's just going to instantly go to whatever it is I'm trying to command, in this case, the statues. Which is nice that they cut that unnecessary cutscene stuff out, but... Because in terms of, like, ocarina songs, which I guess is what you can compare this to... Whoa, camera. you know what? Just to be safe, let's get rid of this guy. Ah, I didn't want to do that. Hey, just here to interrupt you some more. Whoops. You can tell I'm just mashing every button to get out of the text box. Strange that you can grapple that thing from that angle, but it works. This room can be... Oh wait, no, this is not the room I was thinking of. This room is actually awesome! Really cool enemy. One of the greatest enemies in all of Zelda history. So we got our first iron knuckle. Why didn't that work? Whoa. That was strange. I hit him. What the heck? Why is his helmet not splitting? Or anything? Did I break the game somehow? There we go. Wow, it definitely cheesed that fight. Oh yeah, I should explain those little orb things too in a second. Basically, the little orbs that enemies sometimes drop, they switch between red, green, and yellow, which is what I want. I believe yellow or orange, whatever color that is. When you strike at the orb at that point, it has a greater chance of dropping that enemy's specific item. In this case, Iron Knuckles drop the Knight's Crests. Moblins drop the skull necklaces, you know, whatever the item is that the grapple hook gives you. And obviously if you strike the orb when it's red, you get a higher chance of hearts appearing in the drops. And green, I think, is rupees or magic, I don't know, I forget. But for right now, I really want to focus on hitting it when it's yellow. Because, remember, Orca needed 10 Knight's Crests. That's actually satisfying to do for whatever reason. Unnecessary, I probably could have made it otherwise, but... Alright, so that's statue 2. We've got one more to go. So you can see already, time-wise, if this was Dragon Roost or the Forbidden Woods, we'd probably be pretty much almost done with the dungeon, but in this case, there's still a decent chunk left, even before the boss. Let's see, like that's a great example of what I'm talking about unnecessary. The thing gets there, its lights turn off, only to turn back on, and then show that the door's unlocked. Like, why not just do it all really quick? Like, as soon as he lands on the platform, unlock the door, and then get right back to it. I don't know. It's stuff like that in games that can be tough sometimes. This is the room I thought we were going in before. I was gonna say, it's a little bit tricky. You can use your leaf and just immediately go to the left, and if you're quick with the platform cycles, you can land that platform right there on the left. That's basically our objective. But you're supposed to come over here and not get hit by this clown. But yeah, with our bow here, you can raise this platform, and this is what we want. You can continue further up in the room, and there's either a piece of heart or a treasure chart or something, maybe a joy pendant. But honestly, I'm not that concerned about it. I just want to get to the ends. This room is a great example to see, like, how I feel about it overall, because this is one of those old-school Zelda puzzles that might not hold up now that we know what Breath of the Wild is capable of. Man, I'm doing awesome with the jump slashes here. This room is optional. There's a treasure chart in here. You stand here and play the Wind's Requiem. You can tell I saved and quit before, because otherwise it wouldn't have shown that text box. Yeah, those Armos statues, we can just ignore them for now, thankfully, but later on we're gonna have to fight a few. Not in this dungeon, but later on in the game. Whoops, I didn't want to check that. Yeah, I'm trying to record as much as I can tonight and edit as much as I can to get them the schedule to upload. I'm trying to do like a daily upload schedule for this Let's Play. Because what I would like to do after this is actually do a more, I guess, like journalist type video of maybe even a retrospective of Wind Waker. Or a video specifically comparing it to Breath of the Wild, like this whole Let's Play has been, but rather actually write a script on it and, you know, do one of my typical videos that I do of that nature. Because I think a number of people that have subscribed to this channel, I think, like those videos, and Let's Plays or something that don't interest them. And that's fully understandable. But yeah, see, there's a good example. It knows that we've already played the command melody, so it's not wasting our time with that text box. Come on! Alright, we did it. Well, no, we didn't. We got the scales room again. And there's a trigger in that room where we just got the statue that makes this Wizrobe appear. Oh man, there's like a huge delay when Link lands in the water of getting your controls back. Damn bat. Can we make it before he does anything? Yeah. I always thought these guys made a really weird noise when they get hit. Oh! Whatever it is. Alright, so this Zelda puzzle, I mean, it's not too different from using magnesis on blocks in Breath of the Wild, right? The only difference is we're just picking these up and throwing them. But magnesis, I think, adds a little bit more flair to it to make it more tolerable. Because there was definitely scale puzzles in some of the shrines of Breath of the Wild, so I don't know. Zelda puzzles can be weird sometimes. Some of them are good, some of them are not, and others are just okay. I don't know, man. I think Ocarina of Time did have some of the best dungeons, potentially. No, that's not true. Some of them, yeah. Like a very small handful of Ocarina of Times. Then I would say one or two of Majora's Masks are up there. And then probably not much from this game at all, if anything. But Twilight Princess definitely had some. I have very little experience with Skyward Sword. These damn statues, man. Get on the stupid thing. Dude, really? Alright. I don't know, I think Twilight Princess did a phenomenal job, actually. Like, overall, that game, I gotta replay that game, dude. I had the Wind Waker craving, and now I'm playing it. I'm enjoying it still. But it's like I'm remembering Twilight Princess now, somehow, even though I'm still in the middle of this one. And now I have Twilight Princess cravings. Oh. It's like how crazy these things go. Alright, we are almost done. Coming up on the boss. A very familiar Nintendo trope. I really have no idea what Nintendo's obsession is with disembodied hands as bosses and heads. So we got Andross. In Mario 64, there's that like one room in World 8. It's like a coffin you butt stomp, and then you have to fight two hands. There's another one that just recently used hands as a boss, too. I don't know, but here we go.
I've been waiting for you, Star Fox. You know that I control the galaxy. It's foolish to come against me. Now you will feel true pain.
I don't know. Star Fox 64 quotes, man, I'll take them to the grave. So many times of replaying that game, it's just... I could pretty much quote it from start to finish. Alright, Andross. So, Andross, you show your true form. Let's take care of these guys first. Alright, I'm done, sorry. What? Giving me that momentum crap. Alright, 1, 2, there we go. Now we throw a bomb. This must be... Like, these hand things are almost identical to those Mario 64 hands. Like, I'm just realizing that now, how similar it is. There we go, yeah, you gotta wait a little bit. It seems like after you hit his first eye, you get that first shot and his head moves like that. I'm missing shots, so you don't want to miss too many shots because we only have 30 arrows. And going back to the whole speed thing, if you run out of arrows, you have to wait through like a very small cutscene. He shoots out arrows from his one nostril. But if you can get it without that triggering, it's nice. It's very minor, it's not even a long cutscene at all. Dang it, man. Really? Not good. Man, the camera! It definitely feels dated in the terms of the camera. There we go.
If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
What a strange voice. Uh-oh. Okay, good. We're like one step away from being teleported away, and I want the heart container. That's like my one fear with every Zelda game after beating a boss, that I'm somehow gonna miss the heart container. Oh my gosh, that was actually really close. It's like one wrong input on the control stick and I would have been in the thing instead of getting the heart. Anyway, shut up. Oh, this is hilarious. Well, no, it's not hilarious. You're not gonna crack up at all. But I remember when I first saw it, I thought it was funny. It would be funny in real life, like if you go to church or something and you went one day and you just see like a little boy swinging on the bell. I would let out a chuckle. How do you get that job? Be the guy who rings a bell all day. Actually, that would suck. What am I talking about? Well, anyway, this is one of the coolest moments of this entire game coming up, but we're kind of up there on time, so this might be a next episode thing. Sorry to be... You have done well, Link. It would seem the gods have acknowledged you to be a true hero. But this does not mean your trials have ended here. Once you take your first step into the world beyond the ring of light you see shimmering in the waves before you, your true trial will begin. Are you ready, Link? I got the Triforce of Courage, dog! Actually, not yet, but... Thanks for watching, you guys. Sorry for the cliffhanger. See you next time.